read some book as a little every day, trying to experiment a lot of topics. Like I like more now. I like to read about stories, about about biographies. I think that's all.
Yes, that's amazing. Some biographies are really impressive. We never know what was going on, and then we discover more about people that we like, and it's quite great. I like biographies and documentaries as well. And you, Bruna, tell us a little bit about your reader journey, please.
I used to be an avid reader since I was a child. I used to read like a book a week, maybe. But then my life changed in 2019 because I had a seizure, a severe seizure. And then there's some brain damage. And because of the meds also, they affect cognitive functions. And since then, I can't focus much on reading. So I haven't read much since then, just for work and
Okay.
for my professional development. When I study, I read, but then for
Yes.
pleasure, I haven't read anymore. Then I adapted to audiobooks. That
Yes,
works.
I was going to ask you about it because there are amazing audiobooks available, and some of them are narrated by the writers, the author's voice.
Yeah, okay.
It makes so special, isn't it? You can have
Yeah.
this kind of conversation, and you are connected by voice. The imagination goes wild while you are listening and maybe doing something at the same time. Something that you can manage, to not lose the story and get distracted. So we have so many more options nowadays regarding reading, and including the
Indeed.
screen that we have, social media, blogs, and email, newsletters. There is this boom of newsletters nowadays. Quite interesting because it's your choice. So you are not bombarded by social media posts, but you can follow that writer. That is Medium. I believe this is another platform for articles. It's quite good without the distractions. It's a blank page, black and white, that you can get it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. Sue, can you hear us? Would you like to share a little bit about your reader journey?
Sorry, I don't know if my mic is on.
It's
I
on.
think is on. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
we can hear
Oh my
you.
God, surprise!
Yes, you see, this is great. It's working. Tell us a little bit about your favorite readings, just for us to get to know each other.
I used to read the classical novels. Nowadays, I am reading more philosophy, sociology, history, more information about these days we are living.
That's fantastic. Yes, that's fantastic. So much to learn, so many things to do. Thanks so much. Let me go to the next slide here. Let's go, Canva. Yes. So, what we are going to do today is this get together. Then we are going to talk about the 4 laws of habit creation in the book. We have practical tips and we wrap up. We have, I believe, 30 minutes. So we are going to have a good time. Maybe you have water, coffee, tea, I don't know. And this is not a lesson, this is a conversation. So let's make it a conversation. Yes, I love it. So, what's the purpose of the reading club? It's really good to be together. When we read, when we share, we watch movies, we have our opinions, we have comments. So, together we have this kind of exchanging ideas. It's more pleasurable because we don't read alone. alone. Imagine reading classics and audiobooks. I'm dying to talk to somebody about Atomic Habits because you see that paragraph that talks to you and you have nobody to talk about and like just reading comments on Amazon or other big reading groups that we have out there. And, somebody who reads, who are learning often, is a lifelong learner. So all of us are really curious minds. Yes, please.
I'm just curious, Louise and Sueli, have you read the book?
Good question. This
Uh,
one?
yes, I do.
This one,
Yay!
no.
No.
But you are
Okay,
going to
so
follow.
we're not alone, Sueli. I
I,
haven't read it either, but I'm interested in the subject. So.
I didn't
Perfect.
knew this, now know this book.
Okay.
I am knowing now,
Oh, that's
just
nice.
now.
This is
Yeah,
an amazing, 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 amazing book. We are going to get this right
it
now.
sounds good. It sounds good.
Yes, because it's practical. That's the point. It's not full of difficult ideas. You know, when you go for a diet and you need to get different ingredients and you don't find it anywhere. But this book is the opposite. He's really down to earth. He shares good tips, and that this is quite interesting. We have a little bit about his bio in this slide. So he's famous. He was an athlete in the past. He had a terrible accident when he was younger. He almost died. He was saved by many things that happened, the doctors. So it's quite interesting. And he has a famous newsletter as well. So even if we don't have the time to read his book, but we have short information, tips, this kind of micro learning. You can see Atomic Habits everywhere. So, and he's super friendly, if you are curious about him, you can find some interviews on YouTube. He's a nice guy, approachable. He's not a star. Oh, I am the star. No, he's quite the opposite. And yes, Pablo is coming. That's perfect. He told me that he would be here in some minutes. Let me see if he's connecting. Let's go Zoom. Zoom is updating all the time. Hey, Pablo, hello. Can you hear us? Good afternoon. I think you are muted. Or maybe the mic is just, you were in class, I know. Not yet. No, no audio. Are you, it's only for me? No. Okay. He's getting back. Let me go to the next slide. Yes. Okay, he's going to connect again. So the book starts with the fundamentals. So he talks about the power of atomic habits, how habits shape our identity, and how we can build better habits. This is a very short summary because our time is limited and Pablo is coming back. The title of the book, Atomic Habits, is really about starting in the smallest way possible. Just getting in here. Imagine that you want to start exercising and for some reason it was not possible to go to the planning. But if we started organizing our clothes, our sneakers, everything that we need in the day before, it will be easier to leave home. You are going to have less friction about the new habits that we are creating. Do you remember this part, Luis Carlos, when he was talking about this power of small habits that we can start to develop?
No, I don't remember.
Yes, he was talking about if you want to write more, you should have a notebook, a pencil, and a paper right to you. You can really make it easy for you to start. And he talks throughout the book about starting small because he emphasizes the identity. He says that somebody who is organized, for example, sometimes we want to be organized and we say, oh, it's not for me. It's too difficult. I don't have time. I don't know how to start. But if you believe that you can become organized, your identity is going to change. Maybe you organize a drawer in your room. Maybe you donate some books. Maybe you classify papers where you are studying. So habits are connected with identity. And when we change our identity, we can go on with habits in a better way. And let me see. Yes, yes. Just checking if Pablo sent you a message. So the 4 laws. Let's move on here. Great. The first one is to make it obvious. So it's not a big deal. And then he was talking about motivation and environment. Imagine that today I woke up feeling happy, I'm ready for the day, I have all the motivation, I'm going to conquer the world, just like Pink in Cerebro. I will really go for it. And tomorrow I'm not that motivated any longer. And I don't know what to do, I'm tired, I have a second thoughts, my idea is not that idea. So motivation is not the best ingredient that we can count for habit creation, but environment is. If we have the things that we need close to us for studying, reading, relax, going out, exercise, taking care of finances. You know, sometimes people are lost. They spend more than they make during the month. So the environment is really important here. And that's the secret of self-control. When you are in the process, it's easier to keep going. When you stop for some time to start it again, it's a little painful. You think, oh, I needed to write this article, but for 2 days I had no idea, and you needed to restart. So the secret of self-control is keeping going on with the flow. So to make it obvious is the first idea that he mentions in his book. And to get rid of habit, you try to make it invisible. It's the opposite. You don't want to eat popcorn anymore, so you must make it invisible. Maybe you don't buy it, maybe you put it in a different place in your cabinet, maybe you have some boxes to open. Try to make it invisible because it will make it difficult to get to this. Do you have any comments about this? Make it obvious habits that we can bring to our daily routine? Creep, 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 creep. It's okay? So let's move on. For the second one, it's about making it attractive. So it's obvious and now attractive. Again, when we make something irresistible, it's really more prone to happen. I like writing. I started journaling, for example, and I bought a nice notebook. I have my favorite pen, pencils, I have stickers, and then I have 5 minutes. I will journal for 5 minutes. So this is going to be irresistible. I'm going to be there. Then he talks about family and friends and how they help us or not to shaping new habits. You know, when you wanted to study for a test, but you are getting interrupted all the time, and maybe your family needs you, maybe it's your pet that needs you, maybe some notifications, it doesn't help at all. So we needed to take care of the environment. We needed to really organize ourselves for the study moments, for the relaxing moments, for the things that we want to develop. And then when we find the causes of our bad habits, because it's all connected with time, people, the triggers, you know. Every time that you go to the shopping mall, you want to have some coffee. This is my case. Maybe it's summer, it's really hot outside, but if I go to the shopping mall, I will drop for some coffee. So would like it's my idea to change it or not, and then I needed to identify how can I, what is the trigger, what makes me doing that, and then we can change it. In the book, this is in chapter 8, I believe. He has a score, so a spreadsheet when you have scores and you check it. In the book, we have lots of graphics. I will send it to you later because he makes this all visual for us to have a better idea and to implement the habits. And then, as our time flies, we have the third law to make it easy. So everybody wants the least effort. So every time that we need to create something new, a blank page, it's quite painful. Nowadays, we have ChatGPT that is providing us with ideas and templates. Artificial intelligence is getting us some suggestions. We have this conversation with it. And we have Google as well that we can search for ideas, because starting from a blank page is quite painful. So, okay, I will create a class about this topic. And if I have ideas and the templates and the visual information, it's easier, it's less painful. Everything that we do, he says in the book, that causes kind of, you know, we become tired. We don't want to repeat the experience. So we needed to try to make it easy. And he mentions this 2-minute rule. This is quite a good strategy. Imagine that I am in my class. I am finishing my day, and he suggests that I can organize my environment for the next day. So I can close the computer, I can organize my desk, I can organize the papers. So the next day, the place that I work will be okay, will be ready for another run. It's the same with our environment in our home. So you prepare for your future self to find a good condition. And it doesn't mean that you are going to organize your home every single day, every single time without stopping. But it's this 2 minutes. If you have 2 minutes to put some things in the right place, it's going to become easier for the next day to go on. Another tip that he mentions here in this law number 3 is about journaling again, but we should stop journaling at the best point. So when you are doing an activity that you like, maybe you can stop when you are at the peak of the activity because you are not tired, exhausted. What happens with me sometimes when I'm planning lessons is that I go until the last minute trying to make it better, and then I finish exhausted without energy. So to start the next day, my memory, my brain will remember that I was exhausted. Maybe I'm not so motivated to go on again. And now he mentions that we could or try to make the habits inevitable. Because again, if you want to be a little better organized, to work out a little more, to be to take it easy more often, to not be so concerned about obligations and how hard life could be, we can make good habits inevitable. We are committed, like, okay, I started this project, I will do this for 2 minutes, for 5 minutes. He suggested the reading 1 page a day, because the goal is not to finish the book. The goal is to become a reader. This is connected to identity. So if you want to walk more, the goal is not to walk 5 kilometers, but to become a walker, to develop the habit to leave home and go outside. Finally, we have the fourth law that's making it satisfying. He mentions that our brain doesn't like anything that is painful, that is too difficult, that is requiring us too much energy, concentration, and information. So the secret of behavior change is to make it with some satisfaction. But most of the times he mentions that habits are not for now. The payback will be in the future. I can go to the gym for a year and then I will feel the results. I can organize my home every day, but just after some time, I will feel the results. Even though that's the point, he wants us to have this satisfaction like, oh, I did it. And he mentioned the examples about the toothpaste, because in the past it was without any flavor. It was just the cream and it was not a huge success. People were not brushing their teeth with that kind of tasteless toothpaste. And then somebody decided to put flavor, and it becomes pleasant to have this kind of flavor in your mouth. And then the habit was developed. Lots of people around the world are getting this habit because it's give us some satisfaction. Hey, Pablo, I'm glad
Hello,
that you're here. Yes.
I'm here. Yes, I've been listening since the first or the second law.
Oh, sorry about that because the camera appeared to me just right now. That's amazing. Welcome. And we are talking
Yes,
about atomic habits. Did you
yes.
have the chance to read a little bit
You know,
about it?
you know, I haven't had the experience to. I haven't read it yet, but I have downloaded it and I'm planning to read it. And it's great that you're summarizing the most important things about the book, because it's going to be a blueprint for me to keep in mind while I read the book. Because right now I started a lot of new habits, and as I told you, especially going to the gym, and I'm just trying to stick to it because I really need for my health and it's making me feel good. But and the 2-minute rule was really interesting because I always prepare myself before I go to the gym. So I always get my gym outfits ready. I always get my all the things, the key for my motorcycle and the things ready the night before. And it really makes it a lot less stressful. It makes it a lot easier and automatic for me to go on the next day, because a lot of I actually get even the clothes that I'm going to wear after I take a shower, because I do a lot of these already, so
Excellent.
it's been really great. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
And
And he
really
mentions
really
this.
interesting, really interesting. I liked it, really interesting. And I like the make it invisible part. I like it. I thought it was really thought-provoking. Yes,
Exactly.
because okay.
Yes, that's
But
right.
I don't want to get in the way of your presentation.
No,
It's
no, that's okay because this is a conversation, and as readers, we love talking about what we read, what we are
but I
learning.
wish I had read the book because I could discuss it even further. But I will read it, okay, and I will make it a must to read it, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to talk with more
Excellent.
okay.
Yes, we keep going the conversation in our group.
And
We keep exchanging.
do you always have these types of groups of where you discuss different books? Is
I
that so?
I started this year
Yeah, it's
because
amazing. It's really
yes.
amazing. Congratulations. It's
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I
Uh,
felt that I would love having sharing insights, and
mhm.
then I decided, okay, next year I will start. And now is next year, and we are in April already.
So you
So
started this
yes,
habit, you know.
yes,
I follow you on Instagram, and a lot of things that you share are really amazing. And you shared a book about because I'm starting right now. I'm starting out as an English teacher, and everything that I can read and to become a better teacher, I saw a book that you about teaching pronunciation.
yes,
Yes, which I have a book how to teach pronunciation, but the book that you posted, I didn't have it. So which with a holistic approach, right?
yes, it's
So
amazing.
I saw that, and I have a really easy time searching books and finding them online, and so I downloaded it, and I also planning to read it.
Perfect. You are going to
So,
love it.
yes, I'm going to follow all of your book tips and count me in to participate because I'm really interested in this part.
Mm,
Yes, but my book club didn't work out because it didn't quite work out. But I have created a advanced English speaking group,
mhm.
which is what we're going to do with I came up with the idea, and my friend Talison, who is doing a prep course with me, a C1 prep course, with Rodrigo Sigoli. You know Rodrigo?
Yes, he's fantastic.
Yes, he's fantastic. I'm doing the course with him, and so I created this group, and it's an advanced group because I read a lot of articles, you know, like from the Guardian, the New York Times, and I was getting all this information, and I didn't have anyone to share with, you know. So I was like, I'm getting all this passive information, and I don't have anyone to share with. And there are so many interesting articles and current news. And so I created the advanced group where we will post um, every Monday we will post an article, and I'm using ChatGPT to come up with the questions. But of course, we always read if the questions are interesting, and we can also come up with our own. And we will hopefully have the teachers have people read the article, and then we'll do the debate. So it will be a good exchange of information, and hopefully also help people develop and even further their English level fluency.
Exactly, exactly. That's the beauty of reading, of language and sharing. We
Yes,
help each
yes, I love
other.
books. Yes, I love books. I have a file here. It's like I created a group. But you know, it's really hard to find time, isn't it?
Yes, that's the
It's
point.
for everybody. I think it's really hard to find the time.
Yes. Other
But
friends told me.
Ricardo Cesar told me that he reads about 30 minutes a day, something like
Yes,
that. But
yes,
but as you said, we don't have to run a marathon in the first time. We have to become a walker, and I love that. I want to become a reader, but I don't need to be like, you know, read all the books because I have a lot of I'm a very anxious person, and I want to get all the information as much as possible. And Rodrigo always tells me, okay, calm down,
yes,
breathe, because you need to reflect, especially in English teaching. What I have found is that it's really important to reflect on what you are teaching, because
exactly.
what I am doing is I'm teaching a lot of people, and sometimes some lessons don't go as well as I thought they would, and I have to reflect on that and think, okay, what could I have done in order to make it better? What was the, you know, and that's something that I am learning as I go, and
Excellent.
it's like that. But I don't want to get in the way. I'm a talker, as you can see, as you guys can see, Luis and Bruna. Sorry, I am a talker, but
That's amazing.
but go on.
Yes, that's nice.
It's
We are almost finishing here. We are
okay.
in the final minutes. That's amazing. So thanks for sharing. This is
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Thank
And
you
he
for letting me.
mentions in the book that when we want to create a habit, you can connect with a habit that you have. So if you
Okay.
want to start reading a little more, you are going to think about your day. I wake up, I have coffee. Oops, maybe after coffee, I can read 1 page. That's it. This as small as it could
Mm,
be. Atomic,
okay.
atomic is small. So
That's why it's called atomic.
exactly, exactly. He mentions throughout the book that we should start small. And most of the times, starting small is not attractive, it's not sexy, it's not going to bring the results that we want now. But he insists, he says that we needed to develop the strategy first, then we make
Mhm.
it better. So if you have a cup of coffee in the morning and you have 10 minutes, you can read 2 pages, that's it. You did it. Next
Great.
day,
Thank you so much.
get
Yes.
coffee, 10 minutes, 2 pages, that's it. After we get this rolling on, this ongoing, oh, maybe I can read 5 pages. And then we do it in a different way. So that's why he calls atomic habits. And what we have here right now, this accountability partner, is this: we share our insights, we share our ideas, we talk to each other that we are doing the process, and we get good feedback, we get extra motivation, because sometimes when we are by ourselves, oh,
Yes.
today I'm not in the mood, tomorrow, and
Yes,
tomorrow.
I love these the concept of atomic habits, because for example, from now on, I always before I go to the gym, I always have some protein shake, and I always have this time like 30 minutes before I go, and I will try to use this time to read at
Yes,
least 2 pages, three pages. I think it will help a lot. Thank you
exactly.
so much for sharing, Alexandre.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much.
You are going to like it a lot, because all the laws, they are connected. And when we
Yes.
want to get rid of some habits, we do the opposite. So it's obvious, okay, oh, I don't want to drink coffee anymore. I make it invisible. I need to make it invisible. It's attractive going to the gym, but maybe I would be home watching Netflix. You make it unattractive. You put the remote control in a difficult place. You remove it from your easy catch. You don't
From
fall.
your side. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So when you do the opposite, probably you are going to make a habit difficult. And we don't like to make difficult things. So obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying are the 4 laws of habit in creation. And we are going to wrap up our meeting because we are right on time with some insights and ideas. And here, uh, I don't know if I can have the link here, but on my Instagram account, yes, here, I created this workbook, this one. This one. Yes. So this workbook was created by me. Ah, big deal, but it's not the point. It was last year.
It's a really big deal. Don't
Sorry.
underestimate it in any way.
And this is a summary of this part of the book. So you can download it. You can really use Kami and you can add it here, because the idea of the workbook was, okay, why tiny change make a difference? This is from my perceptions about the book. You
Yes.
can write some notes and you can, okay, let's think about a habit. You know, this workbook style that we can have like extra practice. So
Yes.
it's the link, it's on the bio in the Instagram. You can download it and you can add it using Kami. Kami is a wonderful tool, guys. This is amazing.
What is the name of the tool?
Kami.
Kami.
Yes, you
It's a
work with
habit tracker.
PDFs. This is a PDF editor. It's an
Really?
amazing. Do you use, Bruna, Kami
I
all the
do.
time?
It's great. It syncs with your Google Drive, and then it can access all the PDF files you have on your Google Drive, and you can edit collaboratively. You can share
Exactly.
the link, and then, for example, for us, I share the PDF with my students through the link from Kami, and then we can work on the file collaboratively in class or as homework. And
Yes.
most of the tools are free. It works fine in the free version. There are some extra tools in the paid version, but I've never needed them. It works fine for free.
All PDFs, Pablo,
And
Sueli.
I have so
It's-
many PDF files. I
Oh.
thank a lot, Bruno, for sharing. I will use it for sure.
Yes.
Ale was the one who shared it. I just added my
Yes.
my
We are always
my 2
together.
cents on how we can use it.
Yes, you can
For
highlight,
us
you can make
teachers,
notes. It's
yeah.
perfect. It's perfect. You do as Bruna said, put on Google Drive and you edit it the way you want. It's fabulous. So
And
this workbook has the 4 laws, and I think it's 10 pages. I think so. And I created with Karen Love because I was thinking, okay, I should do something. And this is on the link tree here. You can download. And let's come back here. And finally, this is, yes, the 4 laws about atomic habits are
Let,
there.
let
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to take a print screen, but let me just a moment.
Oh, perfect. That's nice.
Print screen. Okay, okay.
That's amazing. I will do the same here. 1, 2, 3. I'm so happy. I know that I am a little late. This is about to finish, but that was the idea about our first meeting. I will stop sharing here. It was talking about the 4 laws and share some insights about the book and how to work with habits. I hope you had like it. We can continue the conversation. We can be in touch. We can share our victories because with practice we can make it happen. That's amazing.
It was
Thank you.
wonderful. Sorry I couldn't. I arrived a little late, and sorry for talking so much, but it was wonderful. I really I'm really looking forward for the next meetings.
Oh, thanks for the support, Pablo. It means a lot to
And
me.
I hope that a lot of other people will join.
Oh, that's the idea. We can spread, we can share what we are learning, and then we help
Yes.
each other because this is better. Together is always better.
Together is always better. Okay.
Yes. Thank
Wonderful.
you. Thank
The
you
Thank
so
you.
much.
accountability partners, right?
Yes, exactly.
I've already said it yesterday on WhatsApp, but I'd like to say it again. Thank you because you're so generous in sharing your experience and your learning and your knowledge with us.
Oh,
And
that's
And you're also such. I wish I had you as an English teacher, Alexandra, because you are
she's
just
amazing, right?
you are amazing.
She's
Yes,
awesome.
you're so calm and so patient and so you knock it out of the park. I think you are amazing. I'm a stalker. Okay, I'm going to like almost everything that you post. Don't be.
my
But
accountability partner.
you don't need a restraining order for me. But
That's perfect. It made my day. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you soon. Take care and
take care.
count on me.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Luis.
Bye.
Bye, Sueli. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Bruna.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.